Very good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the topic synthetic fibers. So generally, first of all, I would like to introduce you what is a fiber. First, what is called as a fiber? Anyone? What is a fiber? Generally, it is nothing but in cloths you can see threads. A filament type or a string type one, which is used to make a cloth, that is called as a fiber. Okay, a fiber is a thread or a filament. It is a thread. Okay, we call it as fiber. Okay, generally these fibers are of two types: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers means what? The fibers which are obtained from the natural sources, that is from plants and animals, are called as the natural fibers. And the man-made fibers means these are also again by the help of natural fibers only we will prepare them, but by adding some chemicals to them. Okay, so natural fibers are from plants and animals, which are prepared by using plants and animals, that we call it as natural fibers. And synthetic fibers are man-made, that is by chemicals. Okay, these are the man-made by the chemicals. Okay, humans, if it is synthesized between humans, that is by the chemicals, those are called synthetic fibers, and these are the natural fibers. And what is a fabric? After weaving, you will get it. See, all these threads are there now. So whatever the material that are obtained from the natural or the artificial, okay, whatever the things we are getting from the natural or the artificial, they are weaved. Okay, that obtained one is called as, okay, by weaving or knitting. Okay, by weaving or knitting, we will get that. That is called as a fabric. Okay, generally plant fibers. The example for the plant fibers, from the plant what we are getting, those are cotton, jute and linen. So these are from the plants. Okay, so these are the natural fibers. Examples: cotton, jute and linen. And next we have from animal fibers. What are those? Are wool and silk. Okay, wool and silk. These are the natural fibers. Now, what are the synthetic fibers? Most of the synthetic fibers are from the coal. Synthetic fibers are obtained from the petroleum. Okay, petrochemicals. Okay, most of them are obtained by the petrochemicals, by the coal and petrol combinations. Okay, petrochemicals. Okay, so the coal and the petrol combinations, those are the synthetic fibers. So first thing is, what is a fiber means? It's a thread. The combination of these threads will make up the fabric. The process of weaving and knitting is called as a fabric. And we obtain the fibers two types: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. The fibers which are obtained from the natural sources such as plants and animals are called as the natural fibers. Examples for the plant fibers are cotton, jute and linen. And from the animals we get the fibers, those are nothing but wool and silk. And synthetic fibers are mostly obtained from the petrochemicals. Okay, coal and petrol. So this is all about the thing. Next we use the word polymer. What is meant by a polymer? Poly means more. Mer means units. Small units are joined together to form a big giant that is called as a polymer. And most of them are synthetic fibers or polymers only. The process of polymers is called, making of polymers is called as polymerization. Okay. Now we will have a detailed notes of this first part, and the next we will enter into the what are the different types of fibers. See, natural fibers, you have studied in 6th and 7th classes, or in 7th class you might have studied natural fibers, but mostly synthetic fibers. Now we are using for these are nylon, rayon, terling, polyester. All these are synthetic fibers only. And how these are obtained, why we are using synthetic fibers, why not natural fibers, all that we will be discussing under this topic. So please make a note of all these points. A fiber is a thread or filament from which cloth is made. A fiber is a thread or a filament from which cloth is made. And natural fibers will come from plant and animal sources. Natural fibers will come from plant and animal sources. The production of natural fibers will depend on climatic and geographical conditions in a certain areas. Okay? See, generally natural fibers, suppose if you take the sheep, we have the famous Jammu Kashmir sheep are different from our regular. Okay, so the production of natural fibers will depend on again climatic and geographical conditions in a certain areas. Next, fibers that are synthesized by human are called as synthetic fibers. These are artificial fibers, we call them. And the materials that are obtained from natural or artificial sources by weaving or knitting the fibers are called as fabrics. Okay? So the materials that are obtained from natural or artificial sources by weaving or knitting, okay, the fibers are called as fabric. Cotton, jute, linen, these are the examples of the plant fibers. Wool, silk are the examples of animal fibers. And most of the synthetic fabrics are made from petrochemicals, that is coal and petrol. Most of them are made from petrochemicals only. Okay, you please make a note of all these points. A fiber is a thread or a filament from which a cloth is made. Natural fibers come from plant and animal sources. The production of natural fibers depends on climatic and geographical conditions in a certain area. Fibers that are synthesized by human are called synthetic fibers. The materials that are obtained from natural or artificial sources by weaving or knitting the fibers are called fabric. Cotton, jute, linen are examples of plant fibers. Wool, silk are examples of animal fibers. Most of the synthetic fabrics are made from petrochemicals, that is coal and petrol. Okay, now the last point we have here, it is cotton, jute and linen are the examples of plant fibers. Wool, silk are the examples of the animal fibers. Now, rayon, polyester, nylon. These are the examples of synthetic fibers. A synthetic fiber consists of multiple units which are joined together to form a single unit called polymer. And synthetic clothing materials are produced from naturally occurring polymers. Okay, the starting materials for these fibers are cellulose and protein. If cellulose and protein are used, they are called as regenerated fibers. Why? Cellulose and protein are again natural fibers only. See, synthetic fibers are man-made by using some chemicals. To where we are adding the chemical? Again to the natural fiber only. Okay, the natural resource only. What are the natural resources we have here? Cellulose and protein. What is cellulose and what is protein? Cellulose means from the wood pulp you will be getting, and proteins general normal proteins only. Now fibers. So based upon the source, the fibers are again three types: cellulose fibers, non-cellulose fibers and leafy fibers. Okay, based upon the sources, the fibers are three types: cellulose fibers, non-cellulose fibers and leaf fibers. Cellulose fibers are rayon and acetate fiber examples. So these are the examples. Okay, rayon and acetate fibers are the examples of the cellulose fibers. And non-cellulose fibers examples are what? Nylon, polyester, acrylic, spandex and polypropylene. So these are the examples of non-cellulose fibers. Next, leaf fibers examples are pinna and abaca. Pinna and abaca. So now I request all of you to note down these points. If you have any doubt, you can send me on WhatsApp group. Rayon, polyester, nylon are examples of synthetic fibers. A synthetic fiber consists of multiple units which are joined together to form a single unit called polymer. Synthetic clothing materials are produced from naturally occurring polymers. The starting material for these fibers are cellulose and protein, and hence they are called as regenerated fibers. Based upon the source of the fibers, fibers are again cellulose fibers, non-cellulose fibers, leaf fibers. Cellulose fiber examples rayon and acetate fibers. Non-cellulose fiber examples nylon, polyester, acrylic, spandex, polypropylene. Leaf fiber examples pinna and abaca. Characteristics of synthetic fibers. Advantages of synthetic fibers. And disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss now. Characteristics. So generally, what is the characteristic of the synthetic fiber? Means they are man-made fibers. They are prepared from what? From the cellulose and non-cellulose, and also from the leaf. So these are the characteristics. Generally, they are very stronger than natural fibers. Stronger. They are stronger, and they do not wrinkle. They do not wrinkle. That is the major characteristic of this synthetic fibers. Okay. The synthetic fibers majorly they are stronger and they do not wrinkle. That is the major characteristic of a synthetic fiber. And what are the advantages of the synthetic fiber means? First thing is they are very easy to dry. Easily they will dry. The advantage is what? Easily they will dry. And they do not shrink at all. Suppose if you take natural fibers, they will shrink after some one or two washes, they will shrink. And blending of colors, blended colors, they are blended with colors, different colors they can be mixed. But whereas with natural fibers, we can blend them. But when you wash them, the color will go out. Fading is possible with natural fibers. And these are the major advantages. And they are easy to dry and they are water resistant. They don't absorb that much of water easily. When compared to the natural fibers will absorb the water easily. But whereas this, they do not absorb the water. They are water resistant. Okay? This is the major thing. And what is the disadvantage is, as they don't have the space between them. Okay? So what will happen? More sweating. Sweating is more when you wear synthetic fibers. Okay, sweating, you will get so much of sweating. That is the major disadvantage. And that is the reason why synthetic fibers are not used in hot summers. In hot summers, we don't use the synthetic fibers. Why? Means they will sweat. And the biggest disadvantage is they catch easily fire. Catching fire is easy, and at the same time more disaster will be there. Why? As those are from the chemicals, skin burns. Okay, so burning. The person who is wearing this synthetic fiber, if any fire accident or unseen capture, suppose all of a sudden the fire is caught on his body, so immediately that chemical will melt and mix with the skin. So that is the major disadvantage. Okay, so these are the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages. Once again I will repeat. See, the characteristics are what? They are more stronger and they are more durable and they do not wrinkle at all. That is the characteristic of a synthetic fiber. Next, what are the advantages? Means easy to wash, they are water water resistant and they do not shrink at all. They will dry easily. Okay, and even the colors can be blended very easily, and they are water resistant. So these are the advantages of synthetic fibers. And what are the disadvantages of synthetic fibers means in summer we want to wear these synthetic fibers. Why? As they don't have the space between them. Okay, polymerization we said no. Small units are joined together. So there is no space for the air to enter. So what will happen? The total hotness will be there and the sweating will come. That is the major problem with synthetic fibers. And the next thing is what? If any fire accident, unfortunately if any fire is captured, then immediately these are the coal and petrol chemicals only. No, they catch the fire easily and they will stick onto the skin. They will damage our skin. So that is also the major problem. So these are the things about the synthetic fibers. Okay. So now I will write the important points. You can note down all the important points regarding the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. If you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp me. So please make a note of these all points now. Cloths made from synthetic fibers are stronger and do not wrinkle easily. Synthetic fibers dry easily. Synthetic fibers are tough and durable. Synthetic fibers are water resistant and easy to dry. Synthetic fibers do not shrink on washing. Synthetic fibers have less air spaces in them than natural fibers and do not breathe so well. They also cannot absorb sweat. These properties make them unsuitable for hot and humid weather. A big disadvantage of synthetic fibers is that they melt on heating. If synthetic cloths catch fire, it can be disastrous. They contain chemicals which may harm our skin. So these are the points. These are the points majorly you have to note down. Cloths made from synthetic fibers are stronger and do not wrinkle easily. Synthetic fibers dry easily, and synthetic fibers are tough and durable. Synthetic fibers are water resistant and easy to dry. Synthetic fibers do not shrink on washing. Synthetic fibers have less air spaces in them than natural fibers and do not breathe so well. They also cannot absorb sweat. These properties make them unsuitable for hot and humid weather. A big disadvantage of synthetic fibers is that they melt on heating. If synthetic cloths catch fire, it can be disastrous. They contain chemicals which may harm our skin. See, in today's class we had a clear-cut discussion regarding the introduction of synthetic fibers. So what is a fiber, what is a fabric, what is weaving, and what is the difference between natural fiber and synthetic fiber, What are the sources of natural fibers? What are the examples of synthetic fibers? Next, synthetic fibers are also called as regenerated fibers. Why they are called regenerated fibers means because they are again used from the natural sources like cellulose and protein by adding some chemicals. And now again, depending upon the fibers, there are cellulose fibers, non-cellulose fibers and leaf fibers. Examples we have seen, and we have gone through the what are the characteristics of synthetic fibers, what are the advantages of synthetic fibers, and what are the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So you please make a note of all these things. If you have any doubt, you can send on WhatsApp.